Hello. I really would like to talk to you about a few things that's going on here in Winston-Salem, North Carolina. I'd already told people that when 2010 came in that I was going to be saying things that other people are afraid to speak on. First of all, it's about our African American people. There are people who are afraid to speak out, and they just enjoy just being dragged and just disrespected. I always said I would never go to the South and stay, but for the last 9.5 years, I have experienced a lot of things in the South. For one thing, a lot of our African Americans who will not like what I say tonight do not stand up for themselves. We have some African Americans who have come from New York and Philadelphia and other places up north, and we talk about this all the time. You know, just today, one person came to me, and these people talked to me, and they told me about how on their job that they're disrespected, and that they was in a meeting, and that a supervisor stood over them and was yelling as a threat. And everyone else sat around, African Americans, and no one said anything. And when this person spoke, the employee, they told me they was going to be thrown out of the meeting. You know, as African Americans, we really have to realize what's going on and stuff. You know, I'm from Brooklyn, New York, born and raised. God willing, next year I will be 50 years old. And I remember being taught certain things, how to respect and understand our people and stuff. And at times I didn't listen, I acted out, but I got back on track. Our young people, our African Americans here in the South, they are still stuck and afraid to speak up just like their parents. I've told young African Americans to take a trip, leave, go up north. Don't keep going down south. Go up north and go and try other places and talk to people and get to know that you have freedom and rights. I don't get into the black people and white people thing because I have a lot of white friends. I have friends who have helped me that are white people where the African Americans turn their back on me. So I don't get into that black and white thing. Plus I was taught not to be hating people and getting all into that hate thing that takes a lot of strength out of you and stuff. I was in a situation where I still am trying to help my family member that's disabled get help from the human resources, where they've been on the case for the past couple of years. And because I'm the only one that stood up and spoke, these people think that I'm going away. This woman, I don't know, she's supposed to be a director here in Winston-Salem, North Carolina of Human Resources. Her name is Melissa Hasty Taylor. I'm going to show it up and see if you can see on here. You know, I have a photo and her picture and stuff, you know, and her name. This is a letter that I wrote. I typed it and I faxed it because people don't get help here like they should in the South. And Africans are really afraid, and I have to speak out because when I say African Americans, I mean African Americans. I'm not talking about people from the islands, the West Indies, Jamaica, whatever, because a lot of them do not consider themselves African American. And our people are afraid to really stand up and agree to that in public. They sit with me, they talk with me, they say all the good things, but when the ball drops, it's like I'm the one that's standing by myself. I'm not alone because I know God got me. But you know what? I'm focusing on our young African American children and our college students and our young people who are out there feeling like they have nobody. Because when I tell them to leave the South and go up north, I'm not telling you to go up there to become a drug dealer and become criminals and stuff. I want you to come up north, okay, where I was born and raised in other parts, and understand and watch how everyone is living. You know, we're blessed to have an African American president. We are blessed. They try to bash him and hurt him and stuff. They think that he's a magician. Like he's gonna just whip up jobs out of the clear blue. Excuse me, like out of the clear blue, and it doesn't work like that. Now we're looking at what happened to Haiti, and I'm praying for them, and I just want to say this because it really gets on my nerves that a lot of our young African Americans here in the South don't even know how much African Americans have contributed to this country. So many things they have invented that people don't even acknowledge anymore, things that we use every day. And here African Americans were given February 2010 to celebrate, and before that. But the month of February, that's only 28 days in a month, unless you count leap year. But we have to understand that every day is our day. Every day is our day. So I'm talking to the young people. I'm not really interested of how many hits I get on YouTube. A lot of people ask for my Facebook, name and stuff and address, and I give it to them. There are some people that have written me, on Channel 2 here in North Carolina, when I try to talk to African American young people, tell them stop killing each other. Someone sent me an email and said that they don't mind, they enjoy African Americans killing one another. You see what I'm saying? So when we sit and we talk about what's going on here in our country, I tell people, just like Haiti was hit, the United States is not exempt. So when we say that we want to all get along, let's all get along. I want to show you some of my DVDs. These are my DVDs. These are them. I do DVDs, I do CDs, and I give them out to people. I give them out mainly to my African American people. I have some more over here where I just sit and I talk to our people because I want them to know. I want you to know, that there's somebody that's African American that cares about you. But I'm telling y'all, in the South, you got to start speaking up. If something is going on, human resource, I don't care if it's about food stamps. You need to stand up and talk. I go to the administration floor. I go to the office. I talk to the people that's running the show. I've been this way since I was 2 years old because that's what I was taught. So when people sit up and they talk about, we got to do what we got to do or we shall overcome and stuff, we got to overcome with ourselves and take care of our own people in our own backyard. Like I said before, there's a lot of black people who don't consider themselves African American. And when Brooklyn, where they have the West Indian Day parades and all those kind of, celebrations, we as African Americans have to start having our own celebration. But we as African Americans have to learn how to respect one another. You cannot have drug dealers in your neighborhood. I'm going to say it again. You cannot have drug dealers in your neighborhood, in your community, and then you're saying that we don't have rights. Because when you open up the door to let people come in and put poison into your community, you can't say anything. You cannot ask for help. So I'm asking you right now, those of you, I don't care if you're in the North or South, but I happen to be in the South right now, and I've been here for some years, and I watched. I'm asking African Americans, stand up. Teach your children how to live. We're not going to die and just because we speak up, because if you keep it up, you may as well have chains and shackles on you again. And I don't mind saying that because I'm sitting here and I'm getting aggravated watching African Americans sit up and just be dragged. And a lot of African Americans are disrespecting African Americans on these jobs, and out here in the street and stuff. This is 2010, everyone. Please, I want to see some more African American Democrats. I want to see y'all going up in there, becoming judges and lawyers. I want you to own your own stuff. And when you come up there doing the right thing in our community and the politics, don't be stealing the money. Don't be telling lies and being corrupt and sleeping around. It's time for us to cut it out. So I need to say this because some more is coming to you. I'm not going anywhere. I'm not going anywhere because God has put this on me. He has put this on me to tell African Americans to cut it out, cut the crap. Stop sitting down here in the South letting people walk all over you. And that goes for anybody. It's not about black and white. It's about whoever. I've never seen so many unhappy people, and then they have on the news, on WIX12 and Fox 8 and all them, people smiling and all kind of stuff. People gotta stop. Just stop being a phony. Yeah, so let's just stop. Get into the communities, find out what's really going on. And every time something happens that I'm involved in, you will get a letter from me, you will get an email, you will get DVDs, you will get photos. I'm going to be publishing them still on YouTube and Facebook. So thank you for listening, and whether you care or not, that's up to you. You could send me back any kind of nasty stuff, but you know what? It's about what's happening in our communities. So if nobody told you that they love you today, I love you, and that's why I'm telling you this. And everyone stay blessed.